A single bull was sold for $4 million. Not a racehorse, not an exotic sports car, a bull. And that's not even close to the record. There are cattle walking this planet worth more than most people's houses. Genetics so valuable that ranchers guard them like state secrets. Bloodlines so pure they trace back centuries. I've spent weeks researching the global cattle market, and what I found shocked me. Today, we're counting down the 15 most expensive cattle breeds in the world. From European aristocrats to American legends to a South American powerhouse that's rewriting the rules of beef production. By the end of this video, you'll understand why a single animal can be worth millions and which breeds are considered liquid gold in the ranching world. Starting at number 15, we have Devon cattle. These magnificent animals from southwest England sport the deepest, richest mahogany coats that shimmer in sunlight. But their beauty is just the beginning, because this is one of the oldest documented purebred beef breeds on Earth, with bloodlines traced back to the 1600s. Bulls hit over 2,000 pounds, while cows run around 12 to 1,400 pounds. And while they're not the biggest cattle, as you can see, what truly matters is their extraordinary feed efficiency, because Devons convert grass to premium beef better than breeds twice their size. What makes them expensive comes down to 3 critical factors: 4-century-old genetics, exceptional marbling and meat quality, and their ability to thrive where others fail in harsh climates with poor forage and minimal inputs. Elite registered Devons command $5,000 to $15,000, but champion bloodlines at specialized auctions push well past $25,000. At number 14, Texas Longhorns. This might surprise you because they're not known for outstanding beef quality and they're not massive. So what makes them one of the most expensive cattle breeds in the world? 2 words: horn genetics. These animals are living American history, direct descendants of Spanish cattle that arrived 500 years ago with horn that spreads of 6 to 8 feet and sometimes wider. Texas Longhorns cost $1,500 to $3,000. But Longhorns with elite horn genetics command $15,000 to $40,000. And championship bulls with record-breaking horn measurements have sold for over $100,000. Number 13 brings us to Gelbvieh. This German breed's name means yellow cattle, with that golden wheat coat being absolutely unforgettable. Developed in the Bavarian mountains over centuries, Gelbvieh were originally triple-purpose animals for milk, meat, and draft power. But today they are beef efficiency machines. Bulls reach 2,200 to 2,600 pounds and cows hit 1,400 to 1,800 pounds. But size isn't the story, because performance is everything, with these cattle excelling at easy calving and feed conversion that makes accountants smile. Premium breeding stock runs $5,000 to $15,000, while elite bulls with proven calving ease and growth data push $25,000 to $50,000 and beyond. And ranchers absolutely love Gelbvieh daughters as herd mothers because they produce abundant milk, have calm temperaments, and raise calves that grow like weeds. Number 12, Piedmontese. These animals from northwestern Italy carry a natural genetic mutation called double muscling, where their myostatin gene tells muscles to keep growing beyond normal limits, resulting into a walking 2,000-pound muscle machines. And here's the crazy part. Despite their extreme muscling, they have lower birth weights than most cattle breeds. That is a genetic holy grail. Their carcass quality is off the charts. We're talking up to 80% dressed weight, with steaks containing less than 2% intramuscular fat that still tastes tender and flavorful. That is a lean beef that doesn't sacrifice tenderness, a combination that's extremely rare. Quality premium breeding stock runs for about $3,000 to $10,000. Elite genetics cost about $15,000 to $25,000 and higher. Number 11. Simmental. 1,000 years of Swiss breeding excellence, wrapped in a stunning gold and white package. These powerhouses from the Swiss Alps are the ultimate multi-tool. Originally bred for milk, meat, and draft power, today they dominate global beef production. Bulls routinely hit 2,300 to 2,500 pounds, and cows average around 1,600 pounds. But here's where Simmental really shine. Performance. We're talking daily weight gains of nearly 4 pounds under optimal management, superior muscling without sacrificing maternal ability, and feed efficiency that turns grass into pure profit. Premium bulls runs from $15,000 to $75,000. Elite bloodlines at major sales can command $100,000 to $200,000 and beyond. In 2022, a Simmental bull sold for $525,000 in Montana. Coming in number 10, Maine-Anjou cattle, blending French heritage with American beef excellence. These animals combine the best of old-world dairy breeds with British beef genetics to create massive, well-muscled powerhouses that produce premium beef. And when I say massive, I mean it. Bulls tip the scales at an incredible 2,400 to 3,000 pounds that's heavier than most compact cars. And cows weigh 1,600 to 1,900 pounds. They can deliver daily gains exceeding 3.5 pounds with exceptional marbling and docile temperaments that make handling easy. Think about that for a second. 3,000-pound animals that are calm and easy to work with. That combination is rare in cattle this size. Elite breeding stock commands $25,000 to $50,000, with exceptional animals reaching $75,000 to over $100,000 at prestigious auctions. At number 9, we have Belgian Blue cattle, the ultimate bodybuilders of the cattle world. These animals carry that same natural double-muscling genetic mutation we saw with Piedmontese, but taken to an extreme. Every single muscle group is visible under their skin. Bulls weigh 2,400 to 2,700 pounds, and cows hit 1,500 to 1,800 pounds. Their muscle-to-bone ratio is unlike anything else in the cattle world, producing carcasses with yields that defy normal beef production. Here's the trade-off. Most Belgian Blue calves require C-sections due to that extreme muscling, which adds production costs and management complexity. This isn't a breed for beginners. Premium breeding bulls run from $5,000 to $30,000, with elite genetics push $40,000 to over $60,000. Number 8 features Limousin cattle. With their golden red coats, chiseled frames, and efficiency that makes growth charts look beautiful. These magnificent animals from south-central France were originally draft animals working oxen, pulling plows and carts. Then farmers discovered they were sitting on some of the finest beef genetics in the world. Bulls weighing over 2,200 pounds, and cows about 1,500 pounds. But what really matters is their exceptional feed conversion and lean, well-marbled beef. Limousin are efficiency kings. They convert feed to beef better than almost any other breed, which means lower input costs and higher profits. Premium breeding stock sells for $5,000 to $15,000. Elite bulls with proven offspring reach $25,000 to $50,000, with exceptional animals topping $100,000 and beyond. And record-breaking Limousin bulls have sold for over $200,000. At number 7, we have Santa Gertrudis, the first beef breed developed in the United States. And they've got a legendary origin story. Created on the King Ranch in Texas during the 1920s and 30s, because European cattle were dying in the brutal Texas heat, so they got creative. They crossed Brahman cattle for heat tolerance with shorthorn cattle for beef quality, eventually settling on a 3/8 Brahman, 5/8 shorthorn ratio. The result? A cherry-red powerhouse built for brutal heat. Bulls weigh 1,800 to 2,500 pounds, and cows hit 1,400 to 1,600 pounds. Registered premium breeding stock runs $3,000 to $8,000. Elite genetics fetch $15,000 to $30,000, and beyond, with top bulls reaching over $50,000. Number 6 brings us to Charolais, these creamy white giants from east-central France that conquered the global beef industry. Their crossbreeding royalty. Charolais genetics improve growth rates and muscling in commercial herds worldwide. Breed a Charolais bull to your cows, and you'll see a guaranteed bigger, heavier calves at birth. The trade-off? Their massive size can mean difficult births. Bulls commonly weigh over 2,200 pounds, and cows hit 1,500 to 1,800 pounds. Their signature cream-colored coats make them unmistakable anywhere in the world. Quality registered bulls sell for $8,000 to $20,000. Elite genetics with proven performance push $30,000 to $75,000, with championship bloodlines exceeding $100,000. Top-tier Charolais bulls have sold for over $150,000. Number 5. British white cattle. Here's where rarity starts driving serious value. These animals stand out with their pure white coats and black points on ears, muzzle, feet, and eyelids. They represent one of Britain's oldest native breeds, potentially over 1,000 years old. There are fewer than 1,500 breeding females registered globally. These cattle are classified as rare heritage livestock, which means every breeding animal carries serious genetic value. Bulls weigh 1,800 to 2,200 pounds, and cows hit 1,200 to 1,400 pounds. What makes them valuable isn't just rarity, it's their exceptional hardiness. Naturally hornless genetics, easy calving, minimal input pasture-based efficiency, and well-marbled. Flavorful beef. Quality breeding stock runs $3,500 to $8,000. Elite genetics from champion bloodlines push past $15,000, with exceptional animals reaching over $25,000. Number 4. Brahman. The undisputed heat tolerance champions of the cattle world. Developed in early 1900s America by importing Indian cattle breeds like Gur, Gujarat, Nellore, and Krishna to create the first US beef breed, designed specifically for hot, humid climates. Their identifying features are unmistakable: that prominent shoulder hump, massive drooping ears, and loose hanging dewlap skin. But those aren't just for show, they're functional adaptations for extreme heat. While European breeds struggle at 95 degrees, Brahmans thrive. Superior parasite resistance and unmatched heat regulation make them thrive in conditions that would kill other cattle. Brahman genetics are the foundation of Brangus, Braford, and countless F1 crosses dominating beef production across the Sun Belt. Half the commercial cattle in the southern United States have Brahman blood. Commercial Brahmans cost $2,500 to $6,000. Elite breeding stock with superior genetics commands $50,000 to $250,000 and beyond. Championship bulls have sold for over $500,000. Number 3. Wagyu. The most celebrated beef cattle in the world and the most misunderstood. Here's the thing: Wagyu isn't one breed. It's 4 Japanese breeds, with Japanese black making up 90% of what we call Wagyu today. The genetics are fascinating. In the late 1800s, Japanese farmers crossbred native cattle with imported breeds, creating an extraordinary trait: intense intramuscular fat marbling woven through muscle tissue like spider webs. This isn't just fat around the muscle, it's inside the muscle fibers. These cattle typically weigh 1,400 to 1,800 pounds at maturity, but what they lack in size, they make up in value per pound. Quality Wagyu breeding bulls can easily fetch $10,000 to $50,000. Elite genetics push $75,000 to $150,000. In 2020, a full-blood Wagyu bull sold in Australia for over $280,000. Number 2 showcases Angus cattle breed, the most recognized name in beef and the standard by which quality is measured. Originating in Scotland's Aberdeenshire and Angus counties in the 1800s as naturally polled black cattle, they revolutionized beef production worldwide. Bulls weigh 1,800 to 2,400 pounds, and cows average 1,200 to 1,500 pounds. They're not the biggest, they're not the most exotic. So why are they number 2? One word: Marbling. Angus cattle are legendary for intramuscular fat that creates melt-in-your-mouth steaks. The certified Angus beef brand became synonymous with quality. Walk into any steakhouse, and what do you see on the menu? Angus beef. Commercial Angus calves run $1,000 to $2,000. Championship bulls regularly sell for $50,000 to $150,000. Top genetics break $500,000 to $1 million. The record? An Angus bull sold for over $1.5 million. And at number 1, we're heading to Brazil for the world's most expensive cattle breed, Nellore. These cattle didn't originate in Brazil, they came from India's Nellore district. But when they arrived in Brazil in the early 1900s, something remarkable happened. Today, Brazil has over 220 million head of cattle. Nellore and Nellore crosses make up 80% of that staggering population. That's nearly 180 million cattle. To put that in perspective, that's more cattle than the entire US beef herd. Their advantage is adaptation, efficiency, and performance. Nellore thrive in tropical heat that destroys European breeds. That distinctive shoulder hump is packed with muscle that aids heat regulation. These animals convert low-quality forage into premium beef like nothing else. Bulls weigh 1,800 to 2,200 pounds, and cows hit 1,000 to 1,300 pounds. Elite Nellore breeding bulls at Brazilian auctions regularly sell for $2 million to $4 million. The world record? $4.8 million in Brazil. We're talking about genetics that transform entire herds and shape the beef industry across continents. Brazilian ranchers are running operations with tens of thousands of head, and a single elite Nellore bull can influence genetics for decades. This channel is all about cattle, and we're just getting started. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.